All right. Let's go live, baby. What's going on, guys? Hopefully you can hear us okay. We're just gonna do a little impromptu live stream today. We got a bunch of new merchandise in. We just had the Golfholics tournament, so we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So give you guys a chance to jump in here and let's get the party started.
I love it when he says that. It's the best. And those of you guys that haven't been to the store, check it out. We got some awesome new shirts.
Yep.
He's got the new David Tom's logo dialed in. Pretty awesome shirt. It's going to be limited edition, so jump on and pick one up. See who's in.
Golfholics UK, what's up? Tyler, Tim Teal's in the house.
What's up, Tim? What's going on, buddy? How'd you do at the, I think it was the USM qualifier, or US, I don't know what it was, but it was some kind of AM.
But even before we get too carried away, we just got these metal bar markers in that you guys are going to want to check out. So we got 4 different colors. I just added them to the store, but we got like the steel, nickel, brass, and copper ones. So these are made by Seamus Golf. If you guys have ever heard of Seamus, they make really good quality stuff. But yeah, nice metal markers. So these are legit. They got our logo stamped in there. So I know it's probably hard to see it from all the way over there, but yeah, links to the stores down there, and we just added them. They're pretty pricey. They're 29 bucks a piece, so I know they're not cheap, but really good quality markers. So yeah, check them out. Hopefully you guys like them. But yeah, I think the big thing we want to talk about is the tournament that we just had. Man, it was so much fun. If there's anyone from the tournament in the chat room, thank you so much for coming out. I mean, we had the best time ever. It went way better than we thought it was going to go. I mean, everybody was super cool. We had a beautiful day out at Santa Luz. It was nice weather. The course is in great condition. The food was awesome. I heard nothing but good things. So what'd you hear?
Yeah, everybody absolutely loved it. It was great to meet everybody. We had people flying from the UK, Georgia, Texas, Phoenix, Washington. So we were overwhelmed with the amount of support that we had throughout the country, and even over in the UK, we had a 16-year-old and his family come out. They were fans of the channel, so they kind of planned their trip around our tournament, which was pretty amazing. It was great to meet everybody there. We got a chance to play at the RBN the day after. Got to play with about 7 or 8 guys from the channel that were in town. We had one guy on his 7-year anniversary come out, which was super cool, Chris, and we had a bunch of other guys from Texas come out and play with us, and it was just nice to get a chance to meet everybody and just kind of catch up and just play some golf and just get a chance to meet the community, and it was just awesome. It was just so much positivity, and really fueled us to kind of keep going and push along.
Absolutely.
And kind of starting a small movement in the golf community, which is pretty cool, and it's just been a great experience over the last 18 months to do this with you guys and with Marco, of course, and it's just been pretty humbling to have the support that we have.
And Mike and I drove around during the tournament, so we got to visit with every group, hit a few shots, play a hole with, and we filmed a lot of these shots. So there's going to be a video coming out probably next week sometime, next week or the week after, since we're leaving for Maui. But yeah, either way, it's coming. We got some sick drone footage out there, and yeah, I can't wait to share it with you guys. It was such a blast.
Yeah, this guy was buzzing the tower right off the bat.
Sure was.
He launched that drone and just went to work. So it was just an overall awesome day. We're definitely going to do it again next year.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next Golfholics Invitational.
David Adams threw a $1.99 at us and said, "Let's start this off the right way." Thank you, David, for that. Always appreciate it, man.
Awesome. And then we also got some new hats in. If you haven't noticed, they got the Golfholics name on the top. They just came in, I think, yesterday. So make sure you guys pick up one of those. They're going to be the freshest of the fresh. So
let's see. Marco, what heritage are you? Steve is asking. I'm Serbian, so originally from, I was born in Belgrade, Serbia. Came to the US when I was 7, and pretty much lived here ever since then, but I got a ton of family back in Serbia, the motherland.
Mitchell said, when is the Australian trip planned? I'm not sure yet. We've had a couple people reach out. So Australia's got some great golf courses.
Yeah.
We just, it's a time restraint, and I'll be coming into golf season again come August, and I'm kind of locked down for a couple months. But we'll plan something in the next year or two. Hogan said, fellas, serious about that Ryder Cup trip I emailed you about.
Yeah, I think I need to forward you that email.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it over. But Hogan, we'll get back to you on that. Mike hasn't seen it yet. We've been pretty swamped with stuff, but do appreciate you reaching out. Really good idea. They're doing it like a buddy's trip out there, so.
Okay.
He shot us an invite.
Oh, so, man, thank you
yeah.
for the invite, because we love those golf trips.
James said, Marco, I have to play you on a game on FIFA. James, I'm totally down. I will put my my username on Xbox down below. Add me up and let's game it. I've been playing games every now and then late at night, 10:30 at night or so, just to have a little fun. So.
Colin said, y'all are awesome. What made y'all decide to start filming courses and then decide to go all in on YouTube? It was pretty much this guy's idea. He's got all the brains of the operation, and he was just kind of reaching out to me about doing some course vlogs. I really wasn't into it too much. I kind of like to be private. I don't really like a camera in my face too much, but this guy was persistent, and he just kept pushing and pushing. Then we had a chance to, drive up to Vegas together, and just got a chance to really talk about, what the channel was going to be all about, and I liked what he had to say. And we went out to Cascada and shot an awesome vid that hopefully you guys, have seen, and just really, we got a lot of really positive response from it, and
yeah.
It just kind of fueled us to get going and make more videos. And of course, this guy's the greatest editor of all time, so it helps having him on the team, and really, it's Marco's, idea.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, guys, it takes two to do this whole thing. I mean, as much as I want to take credit for it, it really. You can't do these videos with one person. It's really hard to film and get all the angles and run around. I mean, Brian's in the house, who, by the way, won the Golfholics Invitational, his group. So good job, Beesky. But yeah, it's a lot of work. So I'm appreciative of not only of Mike, but also like the friends that go out and play with us, because they had to change too with their pre-shot routines, and they got their hustle. But no one hustles more than this guy. He loves to run the shots down, and I admire that, because I'd rather walk it out.
And you guys hopefully appreciate it too. Alan Lynn is in the house.
Oh, what's up,
Alan? What's going on, bud?
Alan coming in with $10 over here.
$10
swinging his wallet. There's Charles giving us another $1.99. Better luck on your year, Mark. Oh man, Alan said $5 for each shot you guys hit for our group. I had a hybrid Shankarooski too. You guys inspired me to get better. That's awesome, Alan. That was fun. I remember that par 5, man.
Didn't you hit one like to?
No, I think we both hit like a 4-iron. We flew the green, but they took my drive on that par 5 ski.
All right.
And I don't know if we got up and down. I think we did get up and down.
Oh yeah, we did get up and down. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't use my shot there because you guys wanted the harder chip, so we we went with the harder chip and
burn.
We just we still birdied it. But yeah. Glad to meet you, man. Keep in touch with us. Maybe we can get out this year and play around.
Canadian Bacon H6, he said, I'm a novice golfer, but I plan on playing a lot more golf when I get older. Is it worth getting custom fitted clubs now for the future? I'm 22 and 6 foot 4 inches tall.
Yeah, I truly believe in being fitted. Obviously, go out there and practice, get your swing dialed in. Go in there, get fitted if you're going to spend some money on some clubs. But the thing of it is, you don't have to buy brand new. You can kind of get fitted, get your specs dialed in, buy a set of clubs, and then get them bent or fitted to what you need. So you just really need the shaft flex, and then you can bend the clubs either more upright or more flat, depending on your swing plane.
Boys, what other courses did you guys play when you were at Pebble and Spyglass, Bayonet, Pacific Grove, Pasatiempo? How would you rank the top 3 courses not on Pebble Beach properties? So William, we played Pasatiempo and Olympic Club while we went on that trip. So we have videos for both of those. You can check them out on our channel. But Pasatiempo, I think, is a hidden gem. I don't even know if a lot of people know that course, but it's obviously Alistair McKenzie design. The greens are absolutely ridiculous, which is what makes that course fun, and it's you have to be accurate out there. You know, you can't just spray and pray, and I love that course. But for me, Olympic Club, outside of the Pebble Properties, I think Olympic Club was, you know, a level above Pasatiempo. And we got lucky, we played it right after the member guest, so the greens were just so firm, they were rolling at like a 13. I mean, it was the beatdown, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, like Marco said, those greens were so firm. I took a beating out there. It was the last day of the trip. It was really cold. But yeah, it was just an overall great course. I love Pasa. Pasa is a course that I really enjoyed. It's just the design, I could never get tired of that golf course. So if you get a chance to go out there and play it, make sure you guys do so. Dig in the David Tom shirt. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Charles.
Those things are sweet.
Love the Pelican Hill video. Thank you, John. Working on the next one. But yeah, check out that video if you guys haven't seen it. It just came out today. Pelican Hill. Awesome golf course.
James asked who won the long drive. It was actually Billy Volek. He's an ex-NFL player who played in our tournament. I think Elisa was in the lead, and then he just hit one past her. So
Renee said, how many followers would you need to do this full time like frickin' Pete? That's it's really unknown, Renee. I mean, you know, we're making some money off the channel, but it's not enough to, you know, to provide for a living, let alone in California. So yeah, I don't know. We're just growing it organically. This is still a side passion project for us, and we plan to keep it like that. But that's not to say we're not committing a lot of time and effort into these videos. So we're gonna keep pumping them out, and yeah, everything you guys do for us helps us. Obviously, the donations, buying the merchandise, all that stuff goes back to the channel. More giveaways, more followers, and that gets us access to more golf courses and all that fun stuff. So keep the fun rolling.
Yeah, and someone also mentioned from the channel that they could do a crowd fund for the match against Pete, Rick, and us. We're not quite, well, I guess we could do the crowd fund. It's going to be a $10,000 buy-in.
Yeah, that would
Those
be
of you that
something.
weren't in the live feed last week, we were going to play Rick and Pete for $10K, kind of piggyback onto the Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson match for 10 mil. We haven't really talked to Rick or Pete about it
Yeah, we're
yet.
putting you guys on blast though right now, so hopefully they're ready.
So it sounded like somebody reached out to Pete, and Pete said he's down for it, so I know he is. So we'll try and coordinate something with those guys, and you know, hopefully make it happen, and just crush the golf YouTube world with it.
CMXT donated £5. He said, thanks for taking your time to play these courses and share your experiences. Yes, my name is weird. You make me want to go out and play. Thank you. And no problem. You guys are very welcome. Obviously, you know, we love doing what we're doing, or we wouldn't be here. John's asking, what were you feeling on Pelican Hill?
You know, a beautiful golf course, but more of a resort course. You know, I think we've been so spoiled with the quality of golf courses that we've played, that when we go and, I mean, beautiful. If you want to go out there and have a vacation and hit some shots and just have a good time, I think that's a great course to play. But if you're a true like golf fanatic, I think you might, you know, do it for the experience, but I don't think you know, playing it more than once or twice is necessary. But they have 218, so hopefully when we play the North Course, and we also heard that the North Course is a little bit better than the South Course. South Course was good, but kind of easy / resorty. So, but great course overall, beautiful, right on the water. We had an awesome time, and big thanks to the SCGA for having us out. You know, we had a great experience out there with those guys, and we will continue to work with SCGA and hopefully help grow the game with them. And if you're not an SCGA member, make sure you guys sign up. It's a great membership.
Tyler's in the house. He said the champs are in the building. Thank you, Tyler. Great seeing you out at the tourney, buddy. Keith's in here as well. He's like, man, I had so much fun at the tourney. And I think, man, that tournament honestly was it was special, man. I wish more people could have come and experienced it, but also at the same time, we had such an intimate group that I think a lot of people met each other and they could bond over the channel. We had Santa Luz, like the people that worked there, the pros and stuff, they came up to me afterwards and they were like, dude, you guys had people here that like were true golfers. They appreciated the golf course. You could tell like they really were just happy to be out here. And that speaks volumes to me personally, just because, you know, there's a lot of people that do corporate outings at Santa Luz and, you know, they have the means to do it. But I think just to have true golf people out there playing it is like, that's what it's all about. So
absolutely,
it was sick.
John said, what do we think about having Brittany play on the PGA Tour today? I think that was Brittany Lincecum. Is that right? I'm not a huge fan of it personally. I think the girls should play with the girls and the guys should play with the guys. I know Michelle Wee, and I think
she wanted to do that for a while.
She did that once, and it didn't work out so good for her. It's tough competing with the boys on the real golf courses. I mean, the girls are great. They're great players, don't get me wrong. But playing on the men's tour with the men's yardage, it's going to be a challenge for any of the girls, even if you do hit at 300. It's still just a tough thing to do to compete with those guys. They're the best in the world for a reason, and you got to give them the respect.
Yeah. John said, anything happening with Travis Matthews? And honestly, the truth is, we're kind of on the fence right now about the clothing line and doing all that stuff. So we have the hats, but Travis Matthews charges a ton for shirts, even at a wholesale rate. I mean, the margins are so thin. We just don't think that we're going to be able to move enough volume for us to justify putting that kind of money into it. So we're looking at other options right now. We're starting to learn that industry because it's new to Mike and I. Hats are a little bit easier because the price point's cheaper and we can kind of take roll the dice with it. But we're still trying to figure out the whole market. So we'll see. We'll let you guys know what we decide on that.
Keith mentioned that Marco started off at the RBN we played on Tuesday with 3 birdies right off the bat.
Sure did.
He was killing it on the dot game, and yeah, he birdied the first 3. I don't think he's ever done that before. And
I don't think so. No.
Just came out of the gates super hot, played well all day, shot even, shot a nice little 72 without a camera in his face.
Oh, it was nice, man.
So I'm sure that felt good. I mean, he was just swinging good all day. I was able to play about 12 holes with him, and he just killed it all day. His iron game's been just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a fun day. We played as a 5-some, and then we had another 4-some. All guys from the channel came out, so I was playing with a bunch of buddies, and it was so cool to just go out there and play with fans. And yeah, I was playing great. Charles was also playing good. He was giving me a run for my money, and I mean, the guy wanted to beat me down. He shot a 74, so Charles didn't get it done, but it was close, man. Charles has a sharp game. And,
God, is he a competitor?
But I was happy to get out of there and beat him down because he would have been dropping it in the comments like I already know it.
I know. I was like, don't let Charles win. Oh man. Hack to Scratch said, any tips for closing out a golf tournament? I know everybody says it, but just one shot at a time. Really, that's what it comes down to. Focus in on the shot, take a deep breath, move, go through your routine, go through your process, and then hit the golf shot. Try not to think about if you're 3 or 4 or 5 under or whatever leading the tournament. Just focus on that one shot, pick out your target, line up, and just, hit that shot.
And let's see. Someone said, have you played UK links golf? If not, what's the closest you've come to playing this kind of golf? Neither one of us has ever been to the UK to play golf, but we have played link style courses out here. There's one in, I think it's like Murrieta or Temecula. I'm spacing on the name. We played it so many years ago, but it was a link style course. It just had the firm fairways that would roll out, and I mean, I just remember one par 3 out there. I was like 240 yards and hitting a 3-wood on the green and being like head over heels that I not only made contact with the ball back then, but that it went that far. So, but yeah, I haven't played a ton of links. We'd love to get to the UK and take on some of those golf courses, and I feel like we'd be David Tomsing a lot of holes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, those guys are, a lot of the Americans, at least over there in the UK, playing at the British right now, are, they're hitting some shots that they're not familiar with the reception of the greens and the fairways and everything else. So, they're having to kind of alter their games a little bit, because in America, you hit the high fade, land soft, and it spins a lot. Over there, you got to hit a lot of bump and runs, a lot of runners.
You gotta be creative.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be creative out there. And I think that's why British golf is so much fun, is, you don't hit the normal golf shots. You can hit putter from, 50 yards off the green and let it run up or something like that. So, but I like those style courses. I like my bump and run skis. I like British style courses. I like wind. I like tough courses. So I'm down.
Someone said, "Is this a full-time job for you guys?" It's not. It's a side gig for us. So we're just passionate about golf, about growing the game, and YouTube gives us the perfect platform to do that.
Kushtrain said, how many people came out for the golf tournament? About 60 came out. We had a couple volunteers, and it was just awesome. We had the whole course to ourselves.
Yeah.
The whole country club was ours. We didn't have anybody out there except for us, so just felt like home.
And I see some comments in the chat here that I'm not going to read out loud, but if you guys are leaving those nasty comments, you're just going to get banned, so you're kind of wasting your time. But yeah, there's a few of them in there, so we're happy to ban you.
Yeah. First name's Nick. You're done.
We're looking at you, Nick.
Sorry. You got deleted last week, and I don't know why you keep coming back. Tips for junior golfers on the 10 handicap: chipping and putting. That's all you need to be working on. Like Marco says, work from the hole on out.
Yeah. Do you guys have any plans for a Florida trip? Maybe the PGA show next year?
Yeah.
Right? That's probably the
yeah,
closest
I think it's
thing.
in January.
Yeah.
So we're still contemplating it, but we'd like to make it happen, and
Yeah.
hopefully Rick and Pete are out there. Maybe we can do a little
do our 10 grand challenge then.
do our yeah. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe
Why
we can
not?
do it out there.
Do it at
We haven't seen any of
Sawgrass.
the courses. I know they've played a couple of them, so we'll give them the advantage.
Yeah, it sounds like people want to see a challenge video where we play either with old clubs or switch clubs and do stuff like that. So I think that might be fun. Let's see, whoops, I just skipped down.
Where in SoCal do you recommend for getting clubs fitted? I would say the Club Fix, Mark. Just kidding, guys. Battery died, and now we're back.
Oh man, let's see.
All right,
Let's see how
I
that
think
goes.
we're back.
Hopefully the stream's still up. Okay.
I think we're back. Okay.
Oh man. Let's see. John said, John's in the house. What's going on, John? Said, is this a secret live stream? Here, my contribution towards next year's Mulligans. Go Team Mulligans 2019. I was so relieved not to mess up my tee shot on camera. Much love. Oh man.
Yeah, John, I remember you pumping one down the middle with that tee shot, so that was pretty sweet. And I know all your friends would have made fun of you if you would have hit a bad one right there. But nice work with the pressure.
And John, it was a pleasure meeting your wife too. She's a very lovely lady, and thank you to John's wife for for making so many contributions to the channel.
Yeah.
So.
And definitely his better half. Any chance we would come to Michigan? Absolutely. I'm from Chicago, so there's a bunch of good golf courses in Chicago. We could probably do something maybe next summer.
When's the next Golfholics tourney, or when's the Golfholics Open tourney blog coming out? It's probably going to come out in about a week and a half or so, because we're leaving for Maui on Sunday, and I'm trying to finish up the Pelican videos and release them while we're out there. I doubt that I'm going to have enough time to edit the Golfholics Invitational video as well. So it might be a little bit, but yeah, you guys are going to still get it.
James said he got a high five from Tiger today. Best day of his life. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's so sweet. All right, we need to delete one more guy.
Which guy?
Yep. Okay.
All right.
All right, Ethan, you're done. Bye-bye.
All right. Later.
What was the best shot you saw at the Golfholics tourney from Callahan? This guy's rescue from like 240 up the hill on the par 5 to like 5 feet, made eagle for the group.
It was maybe like 2 or 3 feet.
Okay, 3 feet. Sorry. And yeah,
it was my brother's group too. We just happened to meet up with them. They were in the middle of the fairway on one of the par 5s, and
I think we made a couple eagles out there for the fans. So, and quite a few birdies and a couple bad shots too. So that was a little bit of everything.
Any chance you two would ever come to Michigan? We'd love to. I think it's just a matter of getting in touch with us, and we can set something up and swing by over there. So we're looking at going to Pennsylvania still, maybe towards September or October time, somewhere around there. So
lowest rounds ever. I shot a 63 one time, and
whoa,
that was it.
71, I think. No.
Golfholics for life.
So Bob said, I love my old 3-iron, but is it better to use a hybrid? I've never used one. So I think it's a preference thing, depending on what handicap you are. For me, when I find a club that I really like, it's kind of hard to switch. So I really like my hybrid, and I hit it good most of the time, and it's fairly consistent for me. So if it works, you don't need to change it, right? But if you're looking to gain distance, or if you feel like some of the misses with the 3-iron are something that you want to improve on, that's when maybe you start looking around. Hybrid, the one nice thing about a hybrid is that you can get out of the rough too. So if you're like in that mediocre rough, and it's kind of sometimes hard to pump a 3-iron out of there, but a hybrid usually gets through easier. So go try it out and see if you like it.
Nick said he just broke the course record as home track, shot a 62. Congrats, man.
Wow,
that's
dude.
Pretty awesome.
Killer, Nick. Hit us up when you go on tour. We'll give you some merch.
Scroll up a little.
You ever play with your significant others? My wife has been to the range, and sometimes she'll drive around, but not too much. She doesn't play too much golf.
Yeah, my girl doesn't play a lot of golf either. We go to the range every now and again, and then we hit some putts. We go miniature golfing and have some fun, talk some smack, and gamble a little bit. So, yeah, there's no non-gambling opportunities with us. So,
Chris said, nice to see some extra personality in the last few series. Love the dynamic when you guys are having fun. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I mean, I think as the channel grows and the more people we kind of meet and play with, I think Mike and I are just getting chippier, more willing to gamble, all the above. So the videos are only getting better because of it.
Yeah, I think Mark from the Club Fix has really given us a really good influence on our attitudes.
Yeah.
So we're coming out a little bit more and just showing you guys a little bit more what we're all about instead of keeping it clean all the time.
If you schedule your tournament in the fall/winter time, you might get a lot more players. Just saying. Yeah, that's kind of a good point, David. I think this being our first one, we also scheduled it really close to Comic-Con, which I didn't even think about. But in terms of like booking hotels, the rates are a little bit higher. So we definitely learned a lot this year, and next year I think we're gonna get a good turnout. So hopefully you guys that are all listening can make it out to the tourney.
Someone mentioned that we should take on Me and My Golf. Absolutely. Andy and Piers are awesome dudes, so we're down to play them. Make sure you guys ping them if you guys want to see it happen. The more they hear about us and the competition, we'll play anybody. So we'll have a good time. It'll be great for YouTube. It'll be good for all the golfers and all the golf fans. Maybe we can make it kind of an annual thing, which would be kind of cool. Maybe create a cup and some awards, just for the winning team, and just make it kind of go all out, not do it half-ass, and just make it great, and have some commentators, maybe a scoreboard person. I know Paris mentioned that she'd be down to have a scoreboard and maybe carry it out there with us, maybe do some commentary too. So yeah, let's do this.
Gavin, he said, here's $2 for my tardiness. Thanks, Gavin. Really appreciate it, buddy.
What about Hogan's $10? Hogan dropped $10. He says, hope that is going towards Hamilton's 2020 Whistling Straits.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, we should. Whistling Straits would be a butt kicker. And personally, I'm up for the challenge. That looks like an awesome golf course, and I'd love to play it.
Matthew said, do you guys make each other put out your gimmies, or do you give them to each other? We give each other some putts, you know, if they're like within 3 or 4 feet sometimes. I mean, I know people try to get super technical out there, but we're out there having fun, and unless we're gambling for something, you know, we know that the guy's going to make it 99% of the time, and we're trying to keep pace of play with all the cameras. So I know you guys sometimes don't see those shots, and sometimes they happen and I just don't put them in the videos because it's like, I don't want to take that extra effort to show like 2-second clip that, you know, Mike made one from this far. So yeah, it's just
and keeping pace of play is the most important thing, really, to be completely honest, because you know, we you know, when we do play for some money or some prizes or bottles of wine or whatever it is, we do finish them out. But if it's just fun and we're just having some, you know, just trying to keep up, sometimes we'll give those to each other, just be friendly and move on. What's our swing speed? About 106 and going down for me. I think he's about 107 or 108 maybe.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. Let's see.
So we were also thinking about doing like a battle of the bridges, maybe with Elisa and Paris. Let us know if you guys would like to see something like that over at the Bridges Golf Course over in Rancho Santa Fe. We did communicate a little bit back and forth, trying to schedule something. So if you guys have any interest in that, you know, shoot the Bridges a message and maybe us, and we'll make it happen.
Someone said I saw someone at the Open today wearing a Golfholics hat. James, if anyone sees that, take a picture, send it to us. We'll put them on blast on social, and that's awesome. We love hearing stuff like that. I mean, we feel like we've built such a small community. It's crazy when it gets out there. But
well, hopefully James was wearing his hat too. Maybe you guys can take one together, tag us. We'll get you some followers.
Patrick said, "What do you guys do in the winter? In the winter to practice?" And the truth is, the weather that we have here, we can just kind of keep playing, but we keep it rolling year round here. So we're fortunate in that regard.
E. Spears said to play Mark Crossfield and Coach Lockie. Yeah, they don't collab, unfortunately, with other people, so I don't think we'll be doing one with them.
You know. Brian said, "Come to Cancun. My dad has a hotel with a golf course. I can hook you up. Love your vids. Keep up the good work." And Brian, shoot us an email. We are definitely down to go to Cancun. No problemo. How long should someone typically practice a day to get a lower handicap? Lucas, it's tough to say, man. Some people are just naturally gifted where like that thing just, you know, drops no matter what they do, and other people, they just got to grind it out. I'm more in the grinder category. I tend to overthink things, so I think, you know, obviously the more time you can invest in it, the better, but it's really how you spend that time. So working away from the hole and really analyzing, I think, where you're giving up strokes on the golf course and practicing on those areas is probably kind of the best use of your time.
Do you play Fortnite? I do not. I don't play any video games.
No, I don't play Fortnite either. Just FIFA.
Keith said that Paris hit one in the bunker for them for $20, but they're still friends.
Keith, I told her if she just misses the fairway, hit another one. So hopefully she did that for you guys. That's unbelievable.
Sorry, buddy.
Brian's in the house. He's like, "I'm going to Cancun in 5 days. Could you hook me up?" And Brian, we had an awesome time with you up at Mission Viejo, dude. It was a blast, and yeah, man. We hopefully we can get out there again and play some more with you and Dan. It was a really good experience, and thank you for coming out to the tournament as well.
Yeah, you guys are cool dudes. Let's get together and let's make a trip out to Phoenix and go play some golf out there. I know you mentioned a couple good courses, so let's try and put that on the books maybe in the next couple months. Did Claire make the golf outing? No, she was in a tournament that day, so she wasn't able to make it out, but Elisa and Paris made it out, so it was fun.
When are you guys coming to Pennsylvania? That's where I'm from. Mike, I think we're looking at doing it in September, towards the end of September, so I got a buddy that lives out there. His name's Kyle. Him and his business partner Al came out to the tournament and have been inviting us out for a while now to play at the Ace Club where their members at. And there's also a ton of other courses out there we want to hit. So we'll let you guys know on social media, and then get in touch with us, and maybe we can coordinate some other outings out there.
John mentioned that he wants me to do a British accent for $5, but I don't have any British accent. And I think you got a gambling problem, John. I think we're gonna need to work on that. Everything's gambling with this guy, but I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh my God, that's awesome. What do I need to do to break 90? Hit less balls out of bounds and avoid 3 putts. So probably 2 of the easiest. That was my problem when I was shooting in plus 90s. I was just losing balls left and right, hitting in hazards, blasting them out of bounds, and 3-putting left and right. So if you have those same issues, just start working on that stuff. Maybe don't hit a driver off the tee. Hit like a hybrid or a 3-wood if you're more comfortable with those. With putting, that's a tough one. I still struggle with it, but just practice, practice, practice.
Dustin Johnson hit 2 out of bounds today.
Really? What did he shoot, you know?
I think he shot 4 or 5 over.
Yeah.
But I think that's the first time he's ever hit 2 out of bounds on a golf course. I think they were mentioning that. One on the last hole with a wedge. It caught like the left side of the green, and it kicked hard left, and it just went out of bounds. And yeah.
That's brutal.
He took a triple on the last hole.
When's my khaki hat coming? I don't know. These are the colors that we have right now. We had some other colors in the past. They didn't sell super well, so we might add some new colors in the future.
Yeah, I think the gray, white, and black is, you know, just a staple for the channel. You know, the navy blue is good, but in the red, nah.
Chris said, I want a drawing at my club to play in the Barracuda Champion Pro-Am. My game isn't ready for prime time. WTF do I do to calm my nerves? Chris, I know exactly how you feel, man. When we started the channel and playing in front of the camera, we kind of felt it too. And honestly, there's not really a simple solution to it. You just have to try to calm yourself down by not overthinking it. Just breathe. Understand that everyone's topped the ball, everyone's shanked the ball, everyone has sucked at golf at some point. So don't overthink it, and just go out there and just have fun. Just have fun, just have fun. Just focus on talking with the guys, hanging out. Don't think about the game. Just let the game do what it's gonna do that day.
Yeah, I think golf is your own worst enemy when you're playing and you're putting pressure on yourself. Just go out there, like Marco said, have some fun, breathe. You know, for me, I like to take a deep breath. I know I've mentioned it a million times, but it really helps calm the nerves right before your swing. You know? So try that, take a deep breath, and see if it works.
Do you guys take swing lessons or work it out on your own?
I've never taken a lesson in my life. I don't really like listening to other people. I know everyone tells me to switch my grip to not being so strong, but you know what? I like the way I play. I like my ball flight. I like everything about my game. You know, I guess if I would have learned correctly in the beginning, it would have been a lot easier, but I didn't. So now I'm just working around with what I have, and yeah, just working out on my own.
Someone said, when are you going to get better at putting? Worst part of your game? Yeah, I mean, I think it's, you guys only see one dimension of our games, to be honest with you, you know, with the cameras. So, you know, when you don't have really that much time to read a putt or really analyze it or pay attention because you're trying to get all the shots, it's really hard to focus on everything. So when I play off camera, personally, I putt better, I do everything better, and same with Mike. But yeah, I mean, you know, if we could speed things up, if we can play at the right pace and play as good as we do normally, that would be nice to do, but it's tough with the cameras.
And also, you know, when you're putting, you know, those guys on tour, they're playing a practice round, they're hitting different shots, they're getting there a couple hours early, they're warming up on the greens. We usually go out there, sometimes we don't even get to roll any putts, we don't get to hit any balls. We're straight out of the car from flying the drone to the first tee, so you know, we don't get a chance to really feel the course or feel the greens, and you know, you're not really giving us a fair assessment. And then on top of it, we're trying to move the cameras around. We don't have any practice strokes. We're not really reading it from the proper side of the hole. So there's a lot of variables there, but our putting's not that bad.
Bob said, how long did it take you to adjust to the claw grip? I mean, I started doing it, I think like 6 or 7 months ago, and I feel comfortable with it now, but I think it took a good, you know, 4 months to really like feel confident in it. And but yeah, I think, you know, it depends on how much time you could practice with it too, because that was with like 1 round a week. So if you're practicing more, you'll expedite that time.
And usually a couple hundred putts, you know, maybe 1,000 putts max, and then you should be, you know, pretty comfortable with it.
Bob made a $5 donation, said have fun in Maui. I left plenty of shots out there for you.
Bob, thank you again. I know I thank you a million times, but thank you again for hooking us up. Totally appreciate it. We are looking so forward to it. We're so excited to head out there, and I just appreciate you hooking up the condo for us. And we're going to shoot some great videos out there for you guys, and just really enjoy it, and hopefully take a couple days off and hit the beach and just take it real easy.
Callahan said, your hat matches the throw pillows. Intentional or not? Not intentional. Just like solid colors, and yeah, it shows.
Will we ship merchandise to Australia? Yes.
We ship worldwide, so when you guys go to the checkout, it'll calculate the cost, and my wife does all the fulfillment, so she'll take good care of it for you, get it packaged up. How long have you guys been playing golf? We both started in high school.
Yeah, freshman year for me.
No. Callahan said, I've never topped a ball today.
We should play Trump National up in LA. Yeah, that's a great golf course. Definitely going to make a trip up there and go play that one.
Kelly's Corner said, any chance of putting together any tip videos, how to hit a draw or a fade? And honestly, we've been asked this a million times, but there's other guys that already do it on YouTube. They do a really good job, so we're trying to just stick to our niche, and you know, we'll give some tips on the golf course. But you know, I think Me and My Golf is probably a really good resource that has explained it probably a dozen different times in different ways, I should say. So check them out.
Yeah, or Peter Finch, he's awesome too, and he's got some swing tips, and he hits the ball great.
What does your buddy Justin do for a living? Just curious.
He is a procurement manager for Solar Turbines, so he sells the big daddies, and he manages a bunch of people, and he's got a typical 9-to-5 job, so he can't get out there as much as we'd like him to, but he's a good family man.
He's got 3 kids, so he's busy too.
Yeah.
Him and B. Yeah. Someone said, have we played any other courses in Vegas other than Cascada? I haven't, but have you?
I played the Wynn, really cool golf course right next to the casino. I really enjoyed it. I've played it a couple times. And I played Badlands, another really good golf course out there. And there was one other one I can't remember, but they've got some great courses to get out to. So if you are out there, just do a Google search on Las Vegas golf courses, and you'll see a bunch of good ones.
Someone said, what's your favorite course that you played? Let's
I'm going to say Spyglass and Medina, and even Monterey Peninsula is probably in the top.
Yeah, Spyglass for me was number 1. Medina was up there too, and so was Olympic Club. That one is top 3 for me.
Jimmy asked, what makes me swoop the ball so much? My strong grip probably helps. I have a one-plane swing, and I just like to release the club, so a little bit of all those.
Why do I have to aim far left with a 2-iron stinger to keep it down the middle? If you're right-handed, far left, probably cut across it.
Yeah,
pull it.
Face might be a little bit open,
Yeah.
Shaft might be a little stiff. So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered before we can kind of give you an assessment on that.
But take a video at your setup, and that might help you just kind of answer some questions, especially at like an impact and looking at where you're at.
Someone asked what the best driver is out on the market right now. I'm gonna have to probably say the Callaway Rogue and the TaylorMade M3-4 are probably the best two.
And Mike and I are still playing the M2s, and we haven't had any issues, but you did hit the Rogue during the tournament. You tried some people's out, and
yeah, I hit the Rogue pretty far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the Rogue, and it wasn't even fitted to me. So I remember hitting the Rogue off of the heel just a little bit, and it went past my drive with my TaylorMade, and I hit my TaylorMade pretty decent. So I can't wait to go get fitted over at Callaway. So as soon as that happens, then we'll be dialed in with Callaway.
When's the Bandon Dunes trip planned?
July of next year. Just emailed Bandon yesterday, and hopefully going to get that dialed in right around July 20th. of next year. So already planning the trip, getting it dialed in, and can't wait for that series.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Fran said, Marco, how about a crib style tour of your new house? So I don't know if I want to give you guys a full house tour. I think that's too much, but I will give you guys a backyard tour eventually when it's done. And the video for the Golfholics Invitational that's coming out, we forgot to even intro the video because we were so pumped up and doing stuff. So I actually went in my backyard and just did a little, you know, here's what this video is going to be about. So you guys, I kind of walked you guys through the backyard and showed where the putting green and stuff like that was going to be. So if you guys check that video out, you will get a little sneak peek.
No lie, I can see how the cameras complicate things, but you guys do such a great job ham and egging it. Thank you.
Thanks, Keith.
Harry said, love the vids and the courses you guys play, also the effort you put into the videos. Thank you.
Appreciate that. What's up, Big Cat? What's up, Garrett? Whoa, why did we do that? That's awesome. I don't even know how that just happened.
Wow, that was great.
Where's Claire? She's playing college golf. She's a busy girl, you know, trying to work on her game, and I don't know what else she's doing.
Someone asked Paris or Claire who would win in golf. I'm going to give it to my girl Paris. She's a player. Claire's solid too, don't get me wrong, but I think she'll inch her out.
Have you guys thought of adding Arcos data or overlays on some of your holes? Chris, I have. I think that's a great idea. I haven't been able to find that they have all the courses that we play, so the consistency isn't always there. Yeah, that's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, man. Just haven't found an awesome way to do it. I'm trying to do it different. You know, that's the thing, is like I want to show it a little bit different than what I've seen other people doing. So if you have ideas, let me know.
Someone asked if we're going to play Bel Air Country Club. Yeah, we're down to play that course. We just haven't had any invites out there, and I know it's private, so eventually, you know, we'll get out there at some point.
I got to roll.
Okay.
Let's see, a couple more questions, guys. We didn't charge the battery, so this one's gonna die pretty soon. Plus, my son's got a haircut appointment that I got to take him to in about 8 minutes. Yes, these are Golfholics poker chip ball marker. Or these aren't the poker chips. These are just the metal ones. The poker chip ones we're gonna get some more of. So these just came in today from Seamus Golf. They do some awesome stuff, and we got 4 different colors, but we just added them to the store.
Eric mentioned that he just found the channel and he binge watched all of our videos. That's awesome. Welcome to the family. Appreciate it. And hopefully you can make it out to the tournament next year.
John said, what travel bag do you have? Club glove, highly recommended. Yeah, we just got new club glove stuff just recently, and it's amazing. Build quality is perfect on that.
Yeah, and you know what? The club glove bags are so big you can store a bunch of stuff in there. So you really only need like one suitcase if you're ever traveling. You can stack up, you know, all your shoes, all your clothes, everything in that club glove bag. So it's a great brand. They hooked us up with a huge discount. So yeah, go check them out. One more.
Marco, why is it that you putt right-handed but swing lefty? Garrett, when I first started playing golf, all I had was a right-handed putter, so I just stuck to it. I'm a pretty stubborn guy, and yeah, haven't changed. All right, one more question. Mike's gonna pick it. Oh, the SCGA is in the house. Who's your dark horse to win the Open?
Ooh, Zach Johnson. That's my boy right there. Love me some Zach Johnson. So
that's a good pick.
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with let's see. Is Brooks Koepka in the field? I'm gonna go with him.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if he can do another one.
He's been bombing it
yeah.
for the last couple of weeks. So, but yeah, he's off to I think a pretty decent start. I think he's either even or 1+1. So, yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna shut it down here. Hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. Check out the video that we did with the SCGA. Turned out awesome at Pelican Hill, and if you guys are in Southern California, make sure you guys get signed up with them. And a big thank you to the SCGA for having us out there. Also, we got a bunch of new merchandise, like we mentioned, the hats, shirts, these new ball markers. So, you know, hook us up if you guys you have the means, and order up some of the stuff, and we'll get it sent out to you guys. And we'll see for the next one.
Yeah,
are we gonna do one in Hawaii?
Yeah, we're gonna try and do a live stream over in Hawaii. We'll be there next week. We leave on Sunday. We're gonna play on Tuesday over at the Plantation Bay course, and then hopefully Grand Wailea Gold. So stay tuned for that. The Pelican video will be sent out this week and next, and then we'll have Maui after that. And make sure to check us out on Instagram for some behind the scenes that we're going to be doing in Maui. So, you know, click on the link in the description below, and hopefully you guys are out there playing some golf and having a great day.
All right, guys, take care. We'll see you for the next one.